You know the feeling. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, the house is completely silent, you are deep, deep asleep. And then you feel it. That little set of paws planting themselves right on your chest. Most of us, we just groan and shoo them away, right? But what if I told you that in that moment, your cat isn't just being a pest? What if they're sending you a message, a really important one, and we're about to decode it?
I mean, it feels so random, doesn't it? But this super common and, let's be honest, kind of annoying behavior is anything but. It's actually a complex form of communication. It's rooted in survival, biology, and an emotional bond so deep that most of us completely miss what's really being said. So here's the bottom line. Your cat's midnight prowl isn't a nuisance. It's a message. And today, we're going to break down the 6 real reasons behind it. And I guarantee you will never see that 3 a.m. visit the same way again. All right, let's start with the most primal reason of all. You ever wonder why they step right on your chest or your face, of all places? Well, it's not an accident. They are literally performing a survival check on you. Think about it from their perspective. The house goes dark, it gets quiet, you're not moving, you're not talking. To them, you've basically gone offline. So what do? They come over and step on your chest to feel the rise and fall of your lungs, or they get close to your face to feel the warmth of your breath. They're just confirming one simple, crucial thing. You're still here, you're still okay. But that's not all that's going on. That little checkup has another purpose, one that's way more territorial. The second reason is all about ownership. Your cat is basically putting a chemical lease on you. Okay, so here's the science. Cats have these amazing little scent glands in their paw pads, and every single step they take across your skin, your PJs, whatever, it leaves behind this invisible chemical signature. It's like an invisible billboard that says to any other animal, nope, this one's mine. And it's a whole cycle, right? You go about your day, you shower, you're out in the world. By the time you get back into bed, the scent they left on you last night is pretty much gone. So what do they have to do? They have to reset the lease. That little trek across your body is them reapplying their signature. And look, this isn't just a guess. Research from the University of Lincoln actually found that cats in homes with other pets do this way more often. It makes sense, right? When there's competition for you, marking you as their human becomes a top priority every single night. All right, reason number 3. Have you ever had your cat just suddenly freeze, bolt upright on your chest, and stare into the dark like they've seen a ghost? It's not paranoia. They are hearing something that you are physically incapable of hearing. I mean, just look at this comparison. It's wild. We humans, we top out at around 20,000 hertz. Cats, they can hear all the way up to 64,000 hertz. They're basically hearing the world in high definition. So what does that number actually mean? It means they hear everything. The pipes shifting in the wall, a raccoon 2 yards over, the quiet little click of the refrigerator turning on. You slept right through it. Your cat? No way. So when they hear a sound that seems a little suspicious, their first instinct isn't to go hide under the bed. Nope, it's to get to the highest, safest, and most familiar surface in the room to get a better vantage point. And in the middle of the night, guess what that surface is? It's you. Now, let's talk about a reason that's pure biology. It's not just about safety, it's also about heat. To your cat, you are a personal, human-powered space heater. So here's the simple science of it. A cat's body temperature is naturally a few degrees warmer than ours. That means they lose heat a lot faster, especially when the house cools down at night. So to stay comfy, they need to find a heat source. And they are so methodical about this. They're not just flopping down anywhere. That slow, deliberate walk from your legs up to your stomach and finally landing on your chest, that's what you call thermal mapping. They're literally using their paws to test the temperature until they find the absolute hottest spot, which is always your core. Okay. So let's talk about those times when the walking feels less like they're trying to get comfy and more like they're on a mission. This usually happens right around dawn, and that's because your cat is working on a very, very specific agenda. This 5 a.m. wake-up call really boils down to 2 things. First, food. Cats have these incredibly accurate internal clocks. If you feed them at 6 a.m., you better believe their campaign to wake you is going to start early. And second, boredom. If they didn't burn off enough energy yesterday, 5 a.m. is prime time to get you up and get some stimulation. And here is a huge, huge warning. If you give in, if you get up to feed them or play with them every time they do this, you are not solving the problem. You are actively training them that walking on your face works. And once they learn that, it is a very tough habit to break. And now we come to the final reason. And honestly, this one goes deep. It connects all the way back to the first and deepest bond a cat ever knows, the one they had with their mother. You know that thing they do? They walk on you and then they start that slow, rhythmic pushing with their paws? We call it making biscuits. What is that actually about? Well, it's so much more than just a cute little quirk. This action, kneading, is a pure instinct right from kittenhood. It's one of the very first things they ever learned to do. As tiny newborns, they would knead against their mother to get milk to flow, so they forever associate that motion with warmth, safety, and comfort. So when your adult cat climbs onto you in the middle of the night and starts to knead, their brain is essentially replaying a memory. Your warmth, your heartbeat, your steady breathing. In that moment, you are the safest place in the world to them. You don't just feel like a heater or a lookout tower. You feel like mom. So the next time you feel those little paws on your chest at 3 a.m, what message are you going to hear? Will you hear them checking if you're okay, claiming you as their own, alerting you to a strange sound, or just showing you the deepest trust they possibly can? Maybe it's a little bit of all of them.